Hello, GoFundMe. So I'm getting feedback that they don't understand. So let's start from the top. For 10 years after I turned 18, I went through a custody battle in Madison County, Illinois. I reported to them that the people that wanted her dad, and her stepmom, I told them that they had molested her. The girl, the stepmom, admitted that she had put 2 fingers in her vagina. I submitted the evidence because I don't communicate with them in this way. I don't talk to them on video calls. I don't talk to them on the phone. It was via text message. The girl argued with me that she had did the right thing by putting 2 fingers up a 2-year-old's vagina. Moving forward, 2021 comes. The little girl turned 17. I have not seen her in 7 years at this point. She decides to break into my home with her dad, who dropped her off at the trailer behind me. She left a quarter-size note. I had no idea it was even from her because I've had no access, no communication, no contact with her, per the request of her dad. Now, she's confronting the world as if I've abandoned her. Her dad demanded to have her. She's been breaking in my house with random men. Her sister was supposed to be her enemy. So they've been stealing people's identity and information. They broke into my trailer and claimed to be my relatives. So the people who I'm paying didn't report it to me. They reported to them as if they were the ones paying my rent or mortgage at the time. They did that for, 11 months. They started spraying embalming fluid in my trailer walls. I left that location. I abandoned everything I owned. All of my furniture that I had accumulated since I was about 16 years old. I left the location. Moved to Peoria, Illinois. That's where I encountered Veronica Parkman, the next pervert. I don't know who she is, who she's connected to. I assume she's connected to those same people. She showed up at my eviction court after they stole my rent. It was no eviction. It was no legal eviction because my rent was paid. I disputed my money order being submitted, and of course the property manager, Michael Mayers, was informed then. He informed them that he had received the payment. I've already went through the eviction, so he owes me money because he illegally evicted me. They broke into Peoria, Illinois courts and changed the name on the file to be spelled incorrectly. So when I went to collect my settlement, I could not. Between that time, they also stole my vehicle. I had a brand new 2023 Nissan Kicks. They stole that vehicle while I was still at the trailer and put something on the vehicle to the point where the gas wasn't working. So I said, maybe I'm toting things that are too heavy. Let me get me a minivan. So I bought a minivan from Shattenkirk Toyota in Quincy, Illinois. They decided to let them steal my original van that was black and give me a gray van. I did not accept that van. It was all still at the dealership. They ultimately stole my vehicle by way of SEFCU, failing to follow policy and procedure, which everyone follows that nowadays. I continue to carry on because, like I said, I graduated from a university. I graduated from Collinsville High School. The people who love to get information wrong. Madison County, Illinois. They like to stay wrong. They would rather be wrong than fix the problem. So I'm being attacked every day on the strength of Madison County playing along with perverts. I found out that Madison County and McDonough, Georgia County are the #1 for human trafficking and children trafficking. I gave my relatives that information and notified them that, hey, you know what? This thing is bigger than me. I come across a man named Eugene Jones by way of trying to have some type of protection. He turns out to be a psychopath himself. He was my grandmother's neighbor or my best friend's relative. This man is a pervert. He roofies people. They collectively get together. The kid's dad, some of my relatives that are perverts. I'm not ashamed because I'm not a pervert. I don't break in people's homes, steal their information, fuck on them by way of roofie, and act like I'm married to them. Clearly, you see, nobody is next to me. I care for me and me alone. So all of the people that's had something to say, I really can care less about. Brittany Travis and Kelly Travis, Tyra Shields, Danielle Darden, Kyla Mosby, Tandra Jones, Sharon Wren, they all know I don't play like that. I mind my own business and I don't judge people because guess what? I don't know what they've been through. So I relocated several times. I moved to Texas. I won the Halloween award. They decided they wanted to steal that. They broke in under the sewer because now these people claim that because I reported that they were perverts after they admitted that they were perverts, because what person sticks two fingers up a little kid twat and they're not your child, you're not saving their life, and you're not a doctor. The lady works in HR. So while all of you people are acting as if you don't know why you're getting false information and mixed information and reason to come near me, and it seems like you're just all of a sudden getting news to come and approach me, the person who hired you is who disturbing your information as well as the systems. I try not to even address these people because all they want is my attention. They've been in an unhappy relationship since the beginning of their relationship. I donated that man to her. I did not want him from the jump. And after he debated with me for 10 years about wanting his child, I don't want her either. I don't want anything to do with her because guess what? The abuse has carried on for 18 plus years. The girl is now 20. So now she's a pervert. She put some kind of bug in my ear and thought that she was being intelligent by accessing my brain. So the doctors and the nurses that are waiting for me to appear, I'm not, because when you connected that lady brain to my brain to keep her alive, you knew you were wrong. This is happening in the USA. And by way of them doing this, they are hacking into every system I put an application in. If I go for a job, they're hacking into that. And it's a good job, not petty jobs. If I'm making $10 an hour now, they don't hack into that. When I was getting hired on at Hertz, they wanted to break into that. When I was getting hired on at Amtrak, they wanted to break into that. When I was getting hired on by Metro Valley, they break into that. When I was getting hired on by American Express, they break into that. And lastly, Artmark. They have broken into that by way of Eugene Jones. He misuses his access because he is a pervert. He hung out at Cahokia High School. Girls from Cahokia High School, please stand up. Please comment. Let them know that he's been molesting you and blackmailing you to keep molesting you for a long time. All of you ladies showing up with those babies, he's not paying child support for him because guess what? He's too busy trying to pay hush money for the things that he does wrong. Cahokia, Illinois has a police department. They don't have a phone number because guess what? They don't have the intelligence to set it up properly online. I reported this information not just to Cahokia, Illinois. I reported it to Belleville, Illinois, O'Fallon, Illinois, Madison, Illinois, San Antonio, Texas, Peoria, Illinois. This is where it originated at. I'm currently in Phoenix, Arizona, and just got displaced again by way of an officer coming after ADOT, the transportation department, that doesn't have anything to do with the railway or any of that. There's no stoplights over here. DE 61 or 51 decided that he had interest in what I had going on, and he was so anxious to disturb my peace so that these people could see my face, because now they want to say that I'm a research project or it's a movie. Rico Sanders cannot say anything to me. I promoted one record for him to become a success, and he allowed these same people that I've warned them about to access me as if I'm supposed to like them or play along with them. Those people have done nothing to benefit my life. When I last spoke to the man who wanted the little girl, I told him, don't ever in your life come near me for no reason. He stole her off the school bus 4 days before her 11th birthday and sent her to school with a broken arm. Okay? My hands were tied because Madison County, Illinois, decided they wanted to be her parents. So why do I owe them, him, or anyone anything? Mind you, not one of my relatives besides my mother, who's now deceased, and my father, who's over 70, came to support me. Danielle came one time and said she had nothing to say. Nobody else came. So don't tell me I should have a good attitude because the little girl came back being a coward like her dad. I don't approve of that. If I have something to say to someone, I will say it to your face whether you like it or not. So all the third-party connections like with Pamela Johnson and all of that, I don't appreciate that, because guess what? You have tailored her to be a fucking coward. If she had questions or anything, she could have come to me. She's breaking into my work. She's breaking into my devices. I have coworkers. We use the same app. I'm not a supervisor. I'm not the operator of the app. They look at my app, they look at their app, and they say, yours is totally different. How is that possible? HR, huh? How is that possible? A little girl running around with devices to make things scream, and she was abused, and they beat her brain dead, and now she does Botox, and we're in 2026. Anything is possible. All I need is a space for a tiny house. I like to work for what I want, so I don't plan on continuing to beg. But I'm not going to go through any property managers, because guess what? You can't make anybody do anything. You can inform them of what's going on, and they will say they do not understand. My comprehension level is well beyond high school. Some of you all never even graduated kindergarten. You do not know how to play along, and you don't know how to socialize. That's why I say kindergarten. I really don't care if you donate or if you don't, to be honest. I just need some money so that I can get on with my life, because guess what? I'm not going to kiss nobody's ass because y'all are accessing me to benefit y'all companies. I sit down and I think. I say to myself, I can sit in the house for 30 days straight if I have everything I need. And in 2026, everything can be delivered. So I don't have to come outside and socialize. All of that, you got to be in somebody's face. You don't. You have to have people that's behind the systems that will report breaches when they happen. They won't be catering to their friends just to say, oh, my friend is my friend. No, you'll do it because you're following policy and procedure. So you figure out who the rat is in your system. I'm not breaking into your system. My name is Tiffany Noel Washington. Birthday June 25, 1986. They changed the little girl birth certificate. What is her name now? I have no idea. But the people that honors policy and procedures, like the people who holds public records, birth certificates, and death certificates, they had no problem rewriting my name on the birth certificate of somebody who knew you were using somebody's exact information. So I hope this clears everything up for y'all who keep it real, who still want to help. And for those who are just spectators, like to look, be nosy, gossip, hope that clears it up for y'all too. That this is not some type of situation where I just walked off or I'm just up and woke up homeless. No, I didn't just up and wake up homeless. These people continue to put people in place to harass me, to sabotage me, because they know they're perverts and refuse to get help. So instead of getting help and acknowledging that they've raised children wrong, they have 3 other children. And the child they added to their life, they made sure to make her feel inferior. They didn't want to buy her any clothes. They didn't want to feed her or anything like that. I reported all of those things. That's been documented in black and white, if they haven't manipulated that to suit their fancy. In fact, they informed the courts on several occasions that they could not afford her, but the court still demanded that they sent her. So I'm here today because people decided that when she became an adult, that I was supposed to put everything that I've been dealing with, including being raped when I was 19, 9 months after I had her, by way of roofie. Okay? Chief Spady, She can let you know. I didn't think it was funny then, and I don't think it's funny now. So y'all didn't put them away. So I'm outside homeless. So who's going to donate to my cause to get out the way? I ain't protecting no relatives, no family, no friends, no foes, no classmates, no ex-mates who wanted to play along with this, because guess what? I do my shit on the table in the light, unless I don't have no light. So once again, thank you, GoFundMe. Thank you for your listeners. Thank you for the people who act to do something to positively push me forward in the direction that I want to go, which is home, a place of my own. I'm not going to someone's house, because guess what? People live their life the way they want to. People don't like to clean up. People like to drink. People like to have parties. People like to do all kind of strange things in their home, and that's their right, because it's their home. So I need a place where I can do me in my house. And like I said, I'm not trusting any of the property managers, because guess what? Rick Wilhelm was a property manager. Michael Myers was a property manager. Terra Apartments are property managers, and none of them treated me like I was the person paying them to stay. When things went wrong, they ran to my unknown husband. That's the new scam, ladies. Your exes pretend to be your husbands to access your shit, because they ain't shit. I didn't tell them to stop doing what they was doing to disturb me. My house stayed clean. My refrigerator stayed full. The little girl had 3 beds to sleep on. So all of the bullshit about you wanted to research me, she shouldn't know shit about me unless she stepped to me and asked. I didn't permit nobody to put me on video. This is the only video, and the other ones that I have personally posted are the only videos I should be posted in. Once again, this is raw and uncut, straight from the horse's mouth, not the ass, where you should get it from all the time, because the ass is where shit comes from. Y'all have a great day, GoFundMe. Sorry for being so candid, but guess what? This is a last resort. I won't be putting too many more videos out, because I've said everything. I would like to post pictures of what I've removed out of my ear. Mainstay St. Louis can also confirm that they've stalked me and harassed me. I don't know Veronica Parkman. I didn't open my door. She never stepped foot in my house, but she was at my eviction court date. That's why I told Michael Myers, put her away. You did not. You play it along, because he's a pervert too. So y'all have a great day. This is not blasphemy. This is not a lie. This is the truth. And my relatives, they played along. When they came under that trailer, they acted like they was eating shit and drinking pee. Acted like the little girl needed to learn how to wash her ass because she's supposed to have been a runaway. That's not my problem. Madison County told me that wasn't my problem. McDonough, Georgia told me that was not my problem. I have no rights, no responsibilities to this little girl who's now a grown woman who wants to play like a little girl. I'm putting the bitch away. She's going to prison. Imani Noel Sincere, whomever you are today, or whoever is pretending to be Imani Noel Sincere, Aljayla Mosby, y'all going to fuck the prison. Once again, GoFundMe. Help me get them there. Because they not just breaking into my shit. They breaking into your shit too.